finals here between Nolbu and Knowme. It's going to be a best of 3 to decide who takes home the 5K, so let's get into it, boys.
Here we have it, Knowme versus Nolbu. All of these matches have been leading up to this. Knowme and the Sith Lord, Nolbu, with his movement, incredible movement. Only the Force can make that movement possible. And here we go, first elimination will be going over to the side of Knowme. And Nolbu was like, oh wait, this guy's actually really good.
Bit of a surprise there, actually. I thought it was going to be Nolbu that was going to be able to get that first elimination. You were wondering how are you going to be able to go up against the movement? Just do what Knowme did. Keep on shooting and just hope that Nolbu is going to start fighting. Remember, Max, I see your face of panic. You did end up picking Nolbu.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay,
it's fine. It's fine. Look at that. South Korea. We go. We get the elimination. Let's get it. No, 2-1. Maybe going to be 2-2. The Vest did take a little bit of damage though for Nolbu, but finally can still move on forward like a tank, like an absolute tank here. Nice shots. And actually, wait. Knowme was initiating the shots first, and a lot of his spray just did not connect, and Nolbu making it now 2-2. It's gonna be a close one, I think, this match.
Nolbu currently with that regen, it is gonna be full health, but is it gonna be Knowme? Yeah, Knowme just being too powerful there. And I know we don't believe in it, Max, but I start seeing your face of panic kick in. You did mention there's no way if I pick Nolbu, Nolbu would end up winning. Well, guess what? Right now it's not looking good, but for Knowme, currently having to back up. There you go, Nolbu tying it up at 3 apiece. Remember, this is gonna be a best of 3.
Yeah, good follow-up here from Nolbu. Knew exactly where he was going to be hiding after those 3 bullets connected. Got the 4th in, got that 3rd elimination. So now Knowme inside the building here, trying to get himself that pre-fire. And Nolbu, is this solo 1 bullet is all you need, and Knowme will fall eventually. It's 4-3, and I think we're just going to have a back and forth of about 1-2 point lead until the very last minute or 2 here, Seven. It is very close, way closer than I expected after how good Nolbu was playing in his games.
And as you're saying that, I'm starting to see a bit of a strategy here from Nolbu. Nolbu just not giving up. He's wanting the action. He's going to continue to push. And great angle right there from Nolbu, as he's going to be able to create a 2-point gap. He's going to be able to spot Knowme. Knowme needs to be able to bounce back. You don't want to let Nolbu end up getting on a streak. There you go. Great bounce back from Knowme.
I think Knowme is starting to learn a little bit of what Nolbu's plan is, because Nolbu hits hip-fire spray, gets a little bit of damage, hides behind cover, and then just commits his entire magazine to a spray and is hoping to get pushed again by Knowme. And that worked actually of 2-3 out of the total eliminations he's got. So like, that's something that I think that if Knowme adapts to it, that could really give him a significant lead. But as I say that, Nolbu able to create himself a 2-point lead. And again, just a little bit of a step closer here, Seven, to that $5,000 prize pool here for that Solo Masters tournament. As another point's coming on through, jumping off that crate. Really good movement from Knowme, but it's not enough to deter Nolbu from getting that point.
This is the scary part, Max. I was talking about it. You don't want to let Nolbu just start creating a gap on you. You don't want to be able to be on the end. Don't want to be setting yourself up against a wall, because right now, that's exactly what Nolbu is. Just a massive wall, an absolute unit. You were talking about the mountain. I mean, he carried me earlier. This is the mountain in game. Nolbu just continuing to perform over and over again, and he's continuing to push the action. There you go, a bit of a breather from Knowme.
Nolbu is the mountain?
Yeah.
In game?
In game.
In game. That's very impressive.
10 out of 10, right?
He could carry you in game too. Very
easily.
Yeah, you were looking, you're like, nah, I don't have a counterpoint to that. It's just like, no,
you're absolutely right.
Definitely, especially how they've been playing in both PMGC today and also the Solo Masters tournament. There's Noble here waiting to get the regen, jumping on over in that crate in the middle of the warehouse. Really good little angle to get some extra information. Knows exactly where Knowme is positioned. Pushing it up, does get to the lower side of this crate though. Keeps him somewhat safe, waiting for Knowme to push over the crate. And he does not hit, unfortunately, a lot of those bullets in that spray. And it's currently 6-9, 3-point lead that can be lost at a moment's notice.
It is going to be lost at a moment's notice as we are getting closer and closer here to the halfway mark of this matchup. Knowme now back at full health. Keep in mind, though, his best is currently hindered a little bit. He's going to try to maybe possibly rotate and see if he could end up finding that level 3 vest. But Nolbu is just being consistent. Get some shots right there on Knowme. Knowme now just having to back up a little bit, but it's just Nolbu's too much with that movement. Honestly, Max, with the way that Nolbu is currently playing, it's not just us glazing. If we were to fight him, we would not end up winning.
I think like 99.9% of the human population would not win.
I'm saying 2v1, we would still not win.
Oh, still, I mean, even if you send like everyone against him and you not beat him.
But 3v1. We still wouldn't win.
You do not talk the entire match, and that's what you say.
Jason, I'm sorry, but yeah, it wouldn't make a difference. He would actually probably beat us faster.
Great insight. Here you go. Nomi's going to be pulling on down once again. He's got twice the amount of points. We reached a 5-minute mark. I mean, at this point, we need a miracle coming on through if you want Nomi to get himself that win. And here you go, 13th elimination. Nolbu, enjoy the 5,000. I'm calling it now.
Not yet. Not yet. Nomi could end up adjusting to the movement from Nolbu. There you go. Being able to do some damage. Great angle from Nomi, but with the 5-point deficit that he currently has to Nolbu, he needs to just continue on the performance. He needs to string some points together. There you go. 2 in a row. Something that the other opponents that have gone up against Nolbu have not been able to do, and that is string up those wins. And right now, Nomi, he's trying to get that 3rd point in a row. It's not going to be able to. Nolbu just too much, knowing that he had him in the run and knowing that he could push the action.
Yeah, Nolbu is hitting so many headshots also on his sprays. It really makes a huge difference. You hit that headshot, then 1-2 bullets into the rest of the body is going to be resulting in that elimination coming on through. Though Nomi able to get himself his 9th elimination, almost reaching the double-digit mark, but we are now past the 4-minute mark. When we get to 2 minutes left, this is a lead that's going to be almost unsurmountable for Nomi. He's not going to be able to catch up, so he needs to put the points in right now in the next minute or 2 here, 7. Otherwise, I think we should be getting ready to crown the Nolbu and sending that check on over.
Best of 3, Max. Best of 3.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Oh,
I was getting so invested. This is a BO3, so for the first game I meant.
Nolbu trying to find that angle. Oh, actually, Nomi's going to be able to find that angle, closing the gap there, making it a 4-point lead. 3 minutes are going to be left on this battle. Nomi just waiting patiently, seeing if he can fully heal up. Nolbu, though, is going to be able to spot him. Nolbu being a little bit too much. Great jump up there out of Nomi, sending Nolbu back to the respawn. And now Nomi having to back up, making sure that he fully heals up.
Wait, we had a huge lead that was created. Nomi is able to catch up quite quickly. In the last 3 minutes, this is the perfect time to initiate that comeback scenario. Able to get up there, get himself his tier 3 helmet. No vest currently on the side of Nomi, so he would take 100% damage of those shots if he connects in the rest of the body, but we know the Nolbu on the headshots is pretty damn accurate. Here you go, but the body connects, and that's Nomi down once more. 4-point leads being created once again for Nolbu.
Nolbu just too strong with those angles. The movement continuing to showcase why he is currently on the finals for the Solo Master Tournament and continuing on the pressure. And right there with 2 minutes left, Nomi is going to have to figure this out and figure this out quickly. I don't know if he needs the Okopa hand warmers because right now his fingers are feeling a big hole with the point gap that we're seeing.
I just got mine out because those players are sending chills down my spine. 7, I'm having some chills after seeing how Nolbu's been able to move around this game. There you go, trying to send it again. Pre-fires coming on through from Nolbu, able to get a lot of damage onto Nomi, down to half HP. Nomi had to go for the reload on his M4. But Nolbu goes back to safety, trying to kick up that regen. And he knows exactly where Nomi's going to be coming around, trying to go for the pre-fire around the corner of those crates. He does get so much damage done, but it is not quite enough. Nomi, again, to claim a life, and 3-point difference. Still, you can catch that up in 1 minute 40 seconds. That is still technically doable for the side of Nomi.
So you're telling me there's a chance
there
Nomi
is.
might be able to actually close this gap, but it would have to happen here, right now. He needs to get this elimination. Nolbu not letting down, continuing on the pressure. Actually, Nomi's going to be having a bit of a defense. He needs to continue to push the action. He currently has more HP. Great stuff
2 points
there from Nomi as he's able to close the gap to just 2 points. 1 minute left. Is that going to be enough, Max?
Oh, it might just be Nomi. Good pre-fire. Hits another one. A 1-point difference between Nomi and Nolbu. And Nolbu, maybe the nerves are getting to him. Maybe he's feeling the pressure of this game. Maybe
slowing it down for the first time.
Yeah. He's slowing down. He's been a little bit careful here. Big pre-fire down to just 1 bullet's worth of HP. He's got to be careful. Can't take one more shot. You need to get the regen in. He goes into the line of sight. 16-16. Nomi, one of the biggest comebacks we have seen yet in this Solo Masters tournament.
In a matter of just 20 seconds, Nomi fully switching it up, but you got to be careful because Nomi right now has no vest to his name. Meanwhile, Nolbu, we saw a bit of a slowdown right there, but he's starting to realize he needs to push the action. Great shots right there from Nomi. Nomi trying to see if he could possibly end up getting this vest in the middle. Can he go for it? He's going to be playing patiently. He knows that Nobu's going to be pushing up. He's able to get some shots there, but not enough shots to fully create some full damage on Nobu. Nobu continuing under pressure. Nomi trying to see if he can possibly find an angle. He needs to make sure that he doesn't let Nobu get too close. 15 seconds left. He's going to come down to this elimination. No! With the elimination, 1 point lead, 5 seconds left. It's not going to be enough. As a big surprise, in just 1 minute, Nomi comes out with the win.
In the UK too is like the perfect place to have these.
It is.
The RGB or the
hand
warmers.
Why would you need RGB in London specifically?
I don't know.
As we're going to be jumping in on the second matchup here, remember, Nomi just won the first matchup. It is going to be best out of 3. If Nomi can end up clutching up this win, this matchup, he would become the champion of the Solo Master Tournament. But Nobu, it's not going to go down easy.
Yeah, it's not going to be an easy one. Nobu already down to half HP. Has to wait for the regen to kick in. Free fire around the left side of that concrete wall.
Nobu's slowing it down a little bit there, too. He's not fully going in crazy. There you go. First shots. Nomi knowing that he was going to go for the jump shot. Nomi waiting to see if Nobu's just going to go for the full peak. Nobu, though, with just 1 HP left, being able to draw the first blood.
You don't want to get too comfortable, though. We saw earlier that a huge lead might not be enough to deter Nomi from giving up in this game. And currently, as he has the 1 point advantage in the BO3 overall, he can afford to lose this one, but you know that Nomi wants to wrap it up ASAP. He wants to wrap it up a clean 2-0 versus Nolbu, his opponent. Here you go. Nomi trying to get himself a little bit more information with that crate, able to see exactly where Nolbu is going to be running towards. Hears the footsteps especially. And he's just trying to run around the rosy, buy some time, go for the reload, and just wait for that prime opportunity to go for a pre-fire and get the perfect angle. Well, behind him, though, doesn't see it. Here you go. He's going to get wrapped around by Nolbu.
Oh, great shots there by Nomu. Great shots there by Nomi. It is going to come down to this fight. I'm really intrigued to see how they're going to be able to adjust. Nomi very low on HP. Nobu's going to be able to realize. Great jump shot once again there by Nomi. That is not the first time that we have seen it. We were able to see it in the first matchup. Nomi does it once again. And the best part out of that is that he's going to be able to get some more damage into none other than Nobu. His vest and also his helmet currently almost intact.
It'll be really funny to see in the games tomorrow, see Nomi and Nolbu just meet up in game like, it's you! It's you again!
A 1v1 tomorrow, a rematch.
It's like, let's drop Pachinki on 1v1 in the game at the start of the match. But yeah, Nomi here, 1 point behind. As we know, that gap can be closed very, very quickly. He's going to try and just wrap around onto the right side. Nolbu's going to wait for the regen to kick in once more. Good pre-fire into Nomi. And maybe this is going to be the opportunity for Nolbu to push up. He is going to be pushing up on the other side of the concrete wall and goes actually up there. Tries to get the high ground advantage, and he's just running around, dodging all the bullets. He's out of bullets right now. Goes for the reverse spray, but does not get the knock, unfortunately. What the hell was that about?
I don't know. I think he just wanted to zigzag around, trying to see if he could probably end up getting him a headshot, and it didn't end up happening. And Nomi, it's not looking good right now. We've seen a big deficit in the first match, but right now, Nobu with the 3-point lead is going to be scary.
Yeah, we saw a 5-6 point deficit just get completely destroyed by Nomi in that first game. So you know you've got to trust the process until the very last few seconds. 15 seconds, that was enough for him to wrap up that game and get the first point of the BO3.
Nobu definitely playing out. Nobu has definitely changed his approach to this 1v1. He's having to slow it down a lot more. He's not just fully going aggressive like a bull, seeing red. Now, Nomi's going to be able to get that angle. Almost get some shots there, but it just comes down to the absolute pre-fire that Nobu's able to pull up. It's not just going to be the shots. He jumps up on top of the crate. On top of that, he could end up getting the clean vest. He doesn't even want to go for it. He just wants to push the action. This is the Nobu that I'm used to seeing.
Yeah, I like the play from Nolbu there. Got a lot of damage onto Nomi, saw he was low, and actually allows himself to commit and jump over the crate. And because of that, he's able to get the last 2 bullets to confirm that elimination. Don't give him that time to just run around the area, get that regen to full HP, and then go for the reverse spray. That is something that could really cause your demise in the long run. 5-3 currently. We are hitting the 6-minute mark just about. And we are going to get slowly and surely to the halfway point of this second game for the TDM Solo Masters Tournament Finals.
And for Nomi, I know you were able to put up a good performance earlier. I know you were able to close that gap, even though Nobu had a big lead. You don't want to give him that big lead again. There you go. Switch around. Quick 180. He's going to continue to pursue him. Is he going to get him with the jump shot? He is going to be able to get him with the jump shot right there. Nomi closing down that lead to just 1 point with 5 minutes to go. This is exactly what you want to see for Nomi.
That is exactly where we want to see, though. Nolbu on top of the roof there, next to a spawn location, going to try and just parkour his way, able to jump up so cleanly, so smoothly over on top of that crate. But unfortunately, it doesn't end well, as Knowme is able to pick himself that elimination. 5-5, that gap that we saw created very early on here. 7 again crumbles down to pieces in the eyes of Knowme, and he gets another one. And now the lead for the very first time here is going to be going his way in this second match.
And Knowme deciding to not back off. He's going to keep that pressure that Nobu has been able to give him over and over again. He wants to be the first one to strike, create some damage, and there you go. That lead that Nobu had earlier has completely changed, as now it's none other than Knowme with a 2-point lead in 5 minutes to go.
Oh, the script has been flipped, and Knowme, again, just trying to hold on strong to that lead. Can he get a third one? Yes, he can. 3-point lead has been created for the Team Spirit player. Knowme looking so damn strong. And again, might be also competing for an MVP title in PMGC Grand Finals as a whole. If he can also get himself the title here, that will be massive. But here we go, Nolbu able to reduce that lead to just a mere 2 points.
Nolbu finally being able to just break that elimination streak that Knowme was on. Knowme trying to see if he can find. We've seen this engagement over and over again. It's usually the other way around. It's usually Nolbu on the high ground trying to see if he can get some headshots. Nolbu's going to be able to strike first. Great jiggle peek right there from Nolbu. He's just one of the best ones in this game at it.
Yeah, I think that here we're seeing Nolbu taking out a strat out of the book of Wagner we were seeing earlier to deal with Vex. He knows the perfect angle to make sure that slope, that ridge is not going to be fully used by his opponent. So Knowme, big jump shot, but unfortunately the high ground advantage is going to be a bit too strong over for Nolbu. We are now past the halfway point at the 4-minute mark, and it's 8-8, an absolute perfect tie here, 7, between these two players. And again, this could be the last game where we might just go to game 3 to see who's going to be taking home the crown.
That lead that Knowme was able to create early is absolutely gone, as Nobu was able to now take the lead. 9 versus 8. Who is going to end up taking this championship? Just to recap, everybody currently watching at home, Knowme was able to win the first game. If Knowme wins this one, he would become the champion. But Nobu is saying, no. I want to take it to the final game. I want to go to the actual best of 3. You're not winning that easily.
Just like Captain America, he could do this all day, 7, and he's going to be trying his best to make, so he goes to a match number 3. But Knowme behind that wall, going to have to go for the reload here, pushing on over to the side of this crate. And does have a little bit of an opportunity to hide his 3D model, but Nolbu here with a high ground advantage, able to give himself so much free information. He could also get free access to a headshot, and he does not hit it, unfortunately for him. Knowme again claiming a point, and the lead is going back and forth. 1 point is Nolbu, 1 point is over to the side of Knowme, then Nolbu, and now Knowme trying his best to make that turn into a tie once more.
3 minutes left in this matchup. Can Knowme clutch it up again? He has had the lead, as Max was mentioning. There you go. He's able to tie it up at 10 apiece. He needs to be careful because his vest is currently shot. There you go. Now, that's a great, wonderful reset. We've seen what Knowme has been able to do. I think this could be massive for Knowme. If Knowme is able to get this elimination, it put him closer to becoming the champion of this Solo Master tournament. But it's going to be hard because Nolbu wants to be the champion as well. Waiting for the right time. Ooh, trying to go for that lay down.
Nice one.
Knowme.
He creates the lead once again. What a play coming out from this guy. Team Spirit is going to be proud about their top fragger here currently. Looking for another spray. Going to be put extremely low. No way he can win it. No way. Oh, he does get confirmed and taken down. The shutdown is huge for Nolbu. Back to an 11-point lead. 2 minutes left right now, 7, before we know if we're going to be having our champion here, Knowme, or if we're going to be taking it to a match 3 for these finals of the Solo Master Tournament. As Knowme now going to be looking to wrap around the right side and going to be giving the slope once again to Nolbu that we know can use to its full potential.
And what's interesting too is that Knowme is not scared of just giving his back to Nobu and letting him be inside his spawn. He wants to feel comfortable, and he's comfortable with being able to switch the angles, but he needs to be careful because right now Nobu was able to play that out so perfectly, taking a 1-point lead. 1 minute 30 seconds left to go. Nobu, no helmet. His vest is currently cracked. He needs to be careful because Knowme wants to tie it up.
Yeah, able to at least regen to full HP. That's going to be making a difference. Is he trying to just wait for the push here? He knows he has the lead. Knowme might be the one going for the push, but Nolbu is the one initiating the fight. Creates a 2-point lead right now with 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. We need to see Knowme go hyper aggressive if we want to make it go his way and confirm the entire win. But no, I think that because of the pressure here, he just keeps on committing, keeps on pushing, and Nolbu is fully abusing that to his advantage.
And I know that Knowme earlier was able to close that gap, but right now with a 4-point lead for Nolbu, I think with just 50 seconds left is going to be too much. Nolbu trying to take this lead. Nolbu trying to tie it up at 1 apiece and securing another elimination. And it's fair to call it. It is going to be a 1-1 so far. Nolbu being able to take the second matchup, Knowme being able to take the first matchup is going to come down to the final match, Max.
You know what? The pressure's been so damn high between these two players in the matchups of these finals of the Solo Master Tournament. I am gladly going to be going to a match number 3 for these grand finals. And really, with how it went in these two matches, I think it is really, really hard to pick who's going to be taking the win here. But as we go here, 10 seconds to go, 16-13, a statement being made on the other side.
We joke about our predictions. We joke about sometimes of who's going to be able to win here. Honestly, if you were to ask me to predict who is going to end up winning on that final matchup, I don't know. We saw a great performance out of Knowme in the first match. We saw an amazing performance here out of Nolbu in the second match. And ladies and gentlemen, we mentioned it. It is going to end up coming down to that last match. Who is it going to be? The aggressiveness of Nolbu or just the angles that Knowme has been trying to get, Jason?
But I don't think it's as impactful when these two players are as good as they actually are, as we witnessed in the first two matches.
Am I crazy, or did I just notice Nolbu maybe getting some coaching there? He was trying to pay attention. Somebody was trying to tell
you about the coach.
Hey. Yeah, he might have actually been doing something as we are coming to the final matchup of the Solo Master Tournament. Who's going to be striking first? Earlier, it was Nolbu. Let's see if Knowme can actually hunt them down, as he does have the health advantage, but that's going to be going away as Nolbu is going to be picking it up. And there you go. The first one to strike. The first blood is going to be none other than Knowme.
Yeah, the first blood has been struck here for Knowme, able to get himself the reload, taking very little damage, easily able to regen to full HP. Nolbu now going to be trying to send it out wide on the open once more, and Knowme knows he hit 2 of those bullets. He's going to go for the full-on send in play, but takes a lot of damage in the process, and Nolbu able to make it even 1-1 again. And I think this is what we're going to be seeing until the very end here, an even Steven game until the last few minutes of this match.
I hope that is the case. I hope it comes down to the last second, because we know that none of these players is going to be getting even close to that 40 gold for eliminations. With how close these matchups are, Knowme taking his sweet time, trying to work the edge, gonna be getting some shots there. Nolbu making Nolbu to back up, and this is when it comes down to the hunt. Is Knowme gonna be able to capitalize on this, because the health from Nolbu is gonna start going up? Knowme trying to see if he can get an angle back to even health, and great play there out of Nolbu as he realized that he had the health disadvantage. Backs up, wait for Knowme to push him. And overall, I mean, Knowme, not what you wanted to see, considering that he had the health advantage.
So I do like what we've seen from Knowme a few times here already, is that he sometimes takes the M4, put it in his backpack just to be a little bit faster, to try and deny that regen. That is something that's very important. If you're able to take the fight when the regen has not yet kicked in, that could give you a huge advantage on the initial spray. But unfortunately, Nolbu, as we've seen, he's really good on the pre-fires, and that really is causing issues when you send it with your weapon in your back.
And what's impressive to me is just the hip fire that Nolbu was able to hit on some of these shots, honestly. And the peaks as well. We'll have to win and see. It's a close matchup. Right now, Nolbu has a 1-point lead. We have already gone through 2 minutes. That's right. Only 3 eliminations in 2 minutes. That's how tactical these players are being. Nolbu having to back up.
Regen.
He currently has no vest. He currently has no health. And it comes down to Knowme just being able to clutch up that elimination. And I'm going to see if Knowme maybe tries to go to the other side and pick up a vest.
Yeah, Nolbu trying to say, I'm going to regen. And Nomi's like, no, you're not going to. No, that's not permitted in this GDM, not when I'm around. The 2-2. As Knowme is trying his best to get himself a good angle inside of Warehouse. Actually, good little pre-fire there. No Nolbu, but I think Nolbu is just very, very careful now. When he sees that Knowme has a really good angle, he just doesn't peek too much because he knows he's going to get pre-fired. He waits for the initial pre-fire to come on through, then maybe goes for the counter pick, or tries to just wrap around. But here you go, going to be extremely low. So much damage down to Knowme. Will be confirmed by Nolbu. 3-2, but again, that lead I don't think is going to last very long.
The pre-fire there from Nolbu, just too much for Knowme. Knowme's going to try to figure out where currently Nolbu is at. He expects him to be to the right side, and he's going to switch it up. He's going to be going towards the left side, see if he can maybe end up surprising. But meanwhile, Nolbu playing it patient. This is a bit of a different Nolbu, right? We're seeing how aggressive he can be, slowing it down. This is maybe the most I have seen Nolbu stay still ever.
Yeah, you got to
It's
respect
solo
your
tournament.
opponent, right,
Yep.
going into this. You cannot afford to be overzealous, over-committed in your pushes. Otherwise, that's when mistakes are made. You know that mistakes right now, Knowme is ready to punish them at every single opportunity that comes his way. Here you go, good pre-fire around the corner, but it is so close. Again, it's down to like 1 or 2 bullets. That is all that makes the difference. That is how close in terms of skill these two players actually are. And Nolbu gonna again wait for the regen to come on through, get himself back to 100% HP, reload his weapon, get ready to go for another big pre-fire onto Knowme as Knowme gets the tier 3 vest.
Nolbu was feeling really comfortable there towards those rocks, towards the right side of the map. He didn't want to push out, and look at this. Look at the big switch up too. Now Nolbu being in this spawn of Knowme, forcing Knowme to push the action, and you can see a bit of a slowdown. Maybe that was some of the coaching that Nolbu was getting earlier, telling me, if you do have the lead, slow down, force him to push you, and whenever you do get a shot, make sure you push the action because you're going to be able to get eliminations like that and create a 3-point gap.
I think that is definitely a good strat here. You can see that there's so much on the line. Again, $5,000 on the line for this game, the third game of this BO3 Grand Finals of the Solo Master Tournament. Once you have a lead, maybe you want to try and hold on to it for as long as you possibly can and let them push. And that's something that Nolbu is definitely trying to leverage as much as humanly possible. As Knowme put low, Nolbu going to try and close that gap as much as possible, but the regen kicked in. He's up to 100% HP. Same for Nolbu, who's going to be able to win that spray. Nolbu down to about a third HP right now. And he goes for the jump shot. It connects for Knowme. And that's going to be a 2-point difference created.
And it always comes down to those jump shots that Knowme has been able to just fully clutch up. A completely different perspective here when we look at Knowme. Knowme is going to be towards the center of the map, fully controlling it. And this is just such a much slower gameplay from Nolbu. Nolbu knowing that he has the advantage. Nolbu knowing that he doesn't fully have to push every single time unless he's able to create some damage. And there you go. Playing it right, playing it smart, getting on the high ground, keeping that 3-point gap as we pass the halfway mark of this final match.
Yeah, when you're next to the crates and you get sprayed to, you just want to try and run around and hope you don't get hit by all the bullets. But unfortunately, the accuracy of Knowme and Nolbu is just so good that it doesn't work every single time. Knowme able to barely get himself his 4th elimination of this game. And it is, again, just so close between these players. A 2-point lead can be just reduced to nothing in a matter of seconds. How good these players currently are. As Knowme inside the warehouse, looking to go wide once more, going on top, but unfortunately, there is no more tier 3 Vestal helmet on that crate. It's already been taken away by Nolbu.
It has been taken away. Something that Knowme did earlier was that even though he did have a level 3 helmet, it was a little bit damaged, so he went and switched it up, and it's something that Nolbu is currently trying to do as well from earlier. They're waiting. They're just waiting to see when the vest is going to end up spawning in, and right now, Knowme doesn't want to give Nolbu any advantage. Knowme is waiting for Nolbu to just push the action, and Knowme might be, actually Nolbu might be taking that bait, as they're going to be able to spot him. It's going to come down to who's going to get the first damage here. Nolbu being able to pick up that level 3 helmet, but can that protect him? As now, Knowme pushing the action. If he can get this, just fire HP. He's going to be able to get him, and there you go. Knowme closing that gap to just 1 point.
I wonder if Knowme can actually go to the other side to get that tier 3 vest. That would be a big advantage. But yeah, the tier 3 helmet, he thought it was going to be a big advantage for Nolbu. But he takes so much damage, tries to escape unscathed and keep on to and keep a hold of that tier 3 helmet, but it did not quite work out as planned. We're now at the 3-minute 30-second mark here, actually, Seven. Time has been going by so quickly in this final game, and it's only a 1-point lead in favor of Nolbu. So again, in terms of picking whoever's going to be winning this, I can't predict no idea, match. No clue.
If you were to ask me, predict this match, life in this situation, I would say, I don't know.
Predict this.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Nolbu now trying to find the angle here on Knowme. Knowme as well, his vest is damaged. He needs to be careful because Knowme is going to have to push the action. I love how they just keep rotating around against each other. 3-minute mark has gone by. This could be massive as Knowme is going to end up picking up that level 3 vest, and the advantage that Nolbu had earlier on Knowme has gone away.
And Nolbu's trying to wait actually for the helmet to come in, but it doesn't come through. And he knows, Knowme knows that he was going to be camping out that tier 3 vest. And because of that camp, he's able to get himself an easy elimination, an extra point. 6-6 right now, down to the wire. A quarter of the game is now left. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left on the clock. And we'll be ready to crown our solo master tournament as to take home $5,000. But the next elimination is going to be crucial to create this lead in these final moments.
Nolbu starting to see a bit of an advantage here, actually, with what Knowme was able to see out of Nolbu, as he decided to just wait and let Nolbu keep on pre-firing, go through the whole mag, and seeing if he maybe wanted to end up peeking after that. We're having a bit of a switch up here. We're playing a bit of a cat and mouse situation, and this is the thing. 6 and 6 apiece, 2 minutes left max. This is what it's going to come down to. Nobody wants to give an inch. Right now, Knowme does have the advantage in regards to the equipment that he has. He has a level 3 helmet, level 3 vest, and on top of that, both weapons. With Nolbu, he just because he respawned, he currently only has just 1 M4 and level 2 vest and level 2 helmet.
Yeah, they both know what the other player's trying to do here. Like, Nolbu knows that Knowme knows that Nolbu knows that he knows. You know, that's how much knowing is happening currently in this game. There's so much depth going on in terms of strats. But right now, Nolbu's got himself a really good angle here behind this little wall. On the other side, Knowme also got the similar wall. They actually perfectly mirrored their position on this warehouse map. And just like, when the hell is this guy going to push? Well, you know what? They're not going to push unless you push.
What happens if nobody pushes? What happens if
we have a tie, actually?
Huh.
We do another game? Maybe it's who gets the first elimination first. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
There could be a tiebreaker here as both of the players are just playing it slow, trying to play. Who's gonna get impatient first? This is pretty much what it comes down to. Knowme getting a little bit closer. 50 seconds left. One of them needs to be able to get an elimination. Currently tied at 6 apiece. 44 seconds left. I mentioned in regards to Knowme currently having the level 3 helmet, level 3 vest, and Nolbu only having a level 2 helmet and a level 2 vest, and on top of that, just 1 gun. 30 seconds left to go. These players are being patient. Nolbu, the aggressive player that we saw earlier, starting to fade away. He doesn't want to give an inch. 20 seconds left. Who is going to make the first move here, Max?
I think no one is going to make the move right now. It seems like they are set in camping out their locations, the top of the crate and then the behind side of the crate for Knowme. You have 10 seconds left on the clock here to see who's going to be going. Oh, Nome's going to have a little bit of a push here. We've got 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it is going to be a tie for the last game here for the grand finals of the Solo Master Tournament. What does that mean? I do not know.
If there is a tiebreaker, remember, Knowme did end up getting that first elimination. We just had a 2-minute standoff for the finish here.
But who got the last elimination? How much water did Nolbu drink? How much water did Knowme drink?
I'm just glad I went
That's why he gave me a bottle of water later. I thought he was being nice, but no, he was playing the long game.
I thought he was looking out for my hydration. That was not it. But yeah, it's going to come down to who's going to be able to get the first elimination. We saw Knowme. Now, so far in this matchup, he has gotten 2 first eliminations.
Oh.
Here we go. Who is going to be the first one to strike? Knowme versus Nolbu. Who do you currently have, Maxman?
I'm going to go Nolbu. I'm committing to that one. We'll have to see the high ground's taken over by Knowme. He already hits a lot of the damage down onto Nolbu. Nolbu solo HP. He needs to try and get the regen. Doesn't get it. And Knowme will be your Solo Masters Tournament champions and taking home $5,000 US.
It came down to that first blood. Knowme has been able to do it over and over again. $5,000 in his pocket. Now the Solo Master Champion, and a chance as well to possibly tomorrow on the final day of the PMGC Grand Finals 2024 here in London, could he become the MVP?
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find